Hey everyone, Rod the Tool Guy here with ARES Tools. In this video I want to talk about oil changes. It's so important to keep fluids changed in your vehicles these days because they're lasting longer, going further than ever before. So those 30, 60, 90K services and your oil changes are extremely important. And we've got a couple of sets here that are going to help you out with those oil changes. Here we have our 9-piece 56015 set and our 13-piece 56016 set. I really like these sets. They're really nicely organized in these cases to keep them that way. They're very nicely finished. They've got laser etching on them for quick and easy identification. So I'm going to come around here. You have to excuse us, we're still in our home studio, and talk about some of the stuff a little more. So one of the things that is really important is fit. And so you will notice that on these filters, you have to have a good fit, because if these things aren't made right, the nice flats and the machining and the finish in here, they're going to round off on the corners. So you get a nice snug fit that's going to allow you to be able to get, whether it's your canister style here, these heavy duty ones, no matter what the manufacturer is, they fit. And also you have optional drive. You've got your 3/8 square drive here and 27mm socket here to get a little more torque on them. So it's extremely important, especially on the plastic capped ones that you service the cartridges like this, because I've seen many times where the tools don't fit right, or they use the wrong tool, and they're not snug, and they just take off the corners, and you're kind of stuck at that point. You usually have to destroy the cap or distort the cap with some other means. If you use any of the improper tools on it, it's going to distort these caps. So that makes it tough. And Toyotas, your Priuses and such like that, they've got the flanges on those caps. If you don't have the proper flutes and stuff to get on and lock into those flanges to keep it from over rotating, it can be very hard to get those caps off, because honestly, people don't clean the threads, or they're over torqued when they're put on. Because you got to remember, it's different than this style where you have to compress this gasket, and even then you're, what, 3/4 of a turn or so? All you're doing is holding these gaskets in place. And I can't tell you how many times we've seen in the shop where people torque these things down way too tight. They don't do it to torquing to the spec, and they're a real bugger to get off, or they don't clean the threads, and the dirt locks them in, and you wind up destroying the cap. So these tools right here are going to help you do it, and do it right, so those problems don't happen to you. So I really think they're a good investment. You can see the listings. You can look there, and we have our application charts so that you know what fits what, and you're really going to like them. Thanks for watching, and take care out there.